this is Michael Buffer, and let's get ready for KnockOut TV.
Hi, Haley. I am Tim Palesky. We are KnockOut TV, and it's a pleasure to have Haley Zale. Now, Haley Zale is the great niece of Tony Zale.
Yes.
Now, Tony Zale is legendary. You know, did you ever get a chance to see him fight by any chance? Obviously on film. You know, Yeah.
I watched his fight tapes with him when I was 14. It was the year he died, 1997, and we visited him in the nursing home. And he actually leaned over and said to my dad, he was like, "They never should have stopped that fight." So he was really great to engage in boxing.
That must be just for you to tell the story, and it's the first thing. That I mean, he was in a nursing home. You watched the fight there? You brought the fight
We did. We used to bring our old VHS tapes.
That's wonderful.
And watch them.
Wonderful. That's wonderful. Now, we're here, and you're wearing this beautiful shirt.
Thank you.
And you promised me one.
Yes.
And now, what's going on now? I don't know a whole lot about it, but I want you to explain that there are belts that have been stolen.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes,
Okay.
there were 6 total that were stolen out of their display cases.
At the Hall of Fame?
At the International Boxing Hall of Fame.
Which is in Canastota, New York. Which
exactly.
You've been up there, I'm assuming. It's phenomenal.
Yeah,
it's
we've been
absolutely
going.
Phenomenal.
It's so great.
It really is.
We've been going since for 17 years, since my dad put the belts into the Hall of Fame to be displayed.
Okay.
We've been going on an annual basis for 17 years. And it's heartbreaking that now.
Yeah, now, all right, so in the first year, you went up and you saw your great uncle's belt. Yeah, I mean, you had to bring tears to your eyes, obviously, right? I mean, just proudness. So, when did this happen? What's going on as far as the belts?
Yeah, and it's so true because he was buried. Uncle Tony was buried in Portage, Indiana. So the International Boxing Hall of Fame is closer to New York City for me than to visit his grave in Indiana.
Okay.
So going up there, it really did feel like
You were visiting him.
yeah,
first.
it was a very spiritual,
Yes.
personal experience. Seeing his belts on display there, and a lot of pride. On November 5th, 2015.
Okay.
At about 3 o'clock in the morning, someone, we don't know if it was one person or two, they snuck in, they broke the window, snuck in and took the 2 that were Uncle Tony's in the main display case, and then 4 on each side that belonged to Carmen Basilio's.
Wow. Wow. You know, I wasn't even aware of that. And it's you can see it in your eyes. It's very sad, you know, but it's a horrible thing. You know, I'm where you are. I mean, that's family. That's their, you know, you look at that and that's them,
Yes.
sort of say, you know. It's like visiting, you know, their grave. You know, my dad's passed, my mom's passed, and when you visit them, there's something going on. And when you see that belt, it's like instant, you know, warmth and comfort, and we're visiting, you know, Uncle Tony, right?
There's so much
Yeah.
symbology in those belts.
Yeah.
There's hours and broken limbs and broken, you know, noses
Yeah,
and
exactly.
years of training and that prepares them for those moments to have the opportunity, first of all, to win those belts. So I know that those memories are still there. I know that his legacy will always be engraved in boxing history.
It absolutely will.
But the symbols,
Yes, exactly.
those one-of-a-kind
Yeah.
pieces of art should still be there, and the fact that they're not is really upsetting and heartbreaking, and that's why I'm trying to get the word out.
Yeah, we're gonna get the word out as much as we can. We're gonna spread it. You know, like I said, this is new to me, so this is another thing that we can just get the word out.
Thank you.
Absolutely, and it's a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you.
You know, and this makes me aware, and the people watching aware of this, and you know, maybe it'll just spiral to getting these back.
I hope so. There is a reward.
There is.
Yeah,
And,
you can see here.
Yeah, I mean, these are beautiful, and you know, hopefully we will get one because. All right, turn around. No, I'm kidding. That was a gorgeous shirt, and you know, it's great because you know, you walk around, you see that. I mean, obviously, we talked, and I said that shirt's phenomenal, and then we got into the conversation about what the shirt's about. You know, like right now we're at a function for the Golden Gloves for breast cancer, and there's other stuff going around too for breast cancer, and we're making people aware of that. And the same thing for this. and it's great. You know, it's really great. Now, can people get these shirts? Because, I mean, can people actually get these shirts?
They could.
Or are they...
They could order them. These are not available online.
Okay.
There is a Tony Zale and Carmen Basilio T-shirt that's available online.
Okay.
For Bring Back the Belts campaign, but this is a separate special one that we could mass produce if there was a want, you know, a need to, or if people wanted them, we could.
Yeah.
But I do have one for you.
You do? Okay. I appreciate that. Yeah, and you know what? Like, you know, he's your uncle. You know, or your great uncle, and you saw him at Thanksgiving, you saw him at Christmas, you know, but you can't like, you have no idea, and maybe you do, that millions of people saw it, and millions of people are affected by this, and millions of people loved it, you know. So you're not alone in this fight, and in this cause, and in this recovery of these belts. So you are not alone. So anything we can do, you know, hopefully, like, we'll spread the word, and it's a pleasure to have you on.
Thank
you know,
you.
and I can see it in your eyes, and I might cry because, you know,
it's heartbreaking.
It really is, and it means a lot to me. Even, you know what? Because we're a family. You know, we met today, but we're a family. Like, instantly, you know, boxing has that. You know, and it's just heartwarming and heartbreaking because instantly you have that community, and people are like, you know, boxing's. Nobody cares about boxing. Nobody cares about boxing. You go to the Garden, you go to Atlantic City, you go to Las Vegas. It's full. It's sold out. So, you know, people, my father or my grandfather would talk about Tony Zale.
Really?
You know, so it would, you know, you're passed down, and it's that mystique. You know, so he has that. So people, you know, don't think you're alone. Don't think that, you know, people forgot about him, because they didn't. So it's gonna be good. You know, you have a lot more people in your corner than you know.
Thank you.
Okay? And Knockout TV is in your corner, and millions are in your corner. And it's an absolute pleasure to have you on here.
Thank you.
And thank you so much. You're an absolute wonderful person.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you
much.
very
That
much.
means the world to
Thanks
me.
for being on Knockout
Thank you.
TV. Thank you.
Thank you. Bring back the belts,
You will.
please.
Thanks, Haley. You're a sweetheart.
Thank you.
Wearing purple trunks, the outstanding challenger for the middleweight title, Tony Zale. And his opponent from Brooklyn, New York, wearing black trunks, the middleweight champion of the world, Rocky Graziano. Attention, please. The weight. Weight. Down. 158 and 3/4 pounds. Graziano. 158 and a half.
Third meeting between these two great champions. Rocky the champion now. Zale won the first fight, Rocky the second, and here we are in the rubber match. Rocky put in a light left hand on the chin. Zale feints the left hand. Zale goes into a crouch, so does Graziano. Graziano moves away from a jab, misses a left hand over the head of Zale. Zale is short with a pecking left hand. He drives Rocky to the ropes, driving a left hand to the body, a right to the jaw, a left and a right to the head, another sharp right to the jaw by Zale. Graziano goes in and holds on for a moment, holding Zale against the rope. And the referee, Paul Cavalier, gets them apart. It's round one for the middleweight championship of the world. Graziano standing up now, straight, bobs and weaves a little bit, goes in, takes a grazing left hand to the jaw thrown by Zale. Zale moving in on him, wraps his left hand around the head, no damage there. And again, they go in and hold on and are tied up. At long range again, Zale feints the left hand, comes in with a hard left hook to the jaw, and Rocky Graziano is down. Rocky seems to be all right as they go back into action. They exchange light left hands to the head. Graziano drives a right to the body, is countered with a right to the body by Tony Zale, the man of steel from Gary, Indiana. Zale drives the right hand to the back. Graziano takes a light left hook on the jaw, 2 jabs on the mouth thrown by Tony Zale. Rocky is wild with a right hand over the head. Zale comes in driving a right to the midsection, misses a right hand over the head of Graziano. Referee Paul Cavalier goes over and now is getting them out of a clinch. At long range again here in round 1. Graziano misses a left over the head, is countered by a left hook on the head by Zale. Zale biding his time. Shoots out a jab that's short, a sharp jab on the mouth by Zale, a short right hand to the body, and again they go into close quarters and tie each other up. Parted by the referee, they go back into action. Zale cautiously drives a right to the body, a left hook to the jaw, another left to the head, a right hand to the body by Tony Zale. And Rocky Graziano makes no return. He was down earlier in the round. Graziano takes a light left hook on the jaw, goes in, and they tie each other up in another clinch. The referee having a bit of trouble getting them apart this time. Now at long range again. Graziano shoots out a jab that's short, so does Zale. That's also short. Zale drives a left hook to the head. A connecting left by Tony Zale. He gets under a left by Rocky Graziano, who seems to be off his game at the moment. Graziano feints the left hand, drives the left hook to the jaw of Zale. Zale shoots out a left that's short, takes a left hook on the mouth, drives Graziano back with a left hook on the jaw. Graziano biding his time now, feints the left hand, takes the right to the body, a left hand to the head, and then puts his own left hook to the jaw of Zale as they go in close again. At long range, Graziano out of a crouch misses a sweeping right uppercut, then misses a left hand. He's short with the left. Zale puts a light left on the jaw, a hard jab on the mouth by Tony Zale. A right that goes to the back, a left hook that hurts Graziano. A right hand to the body, another left hook to the jaw, and Graziano is hurt again and against the rope. He takes the left and the right to the head and the back. Round 2 for the middleweight championship of the world. Rocky in the dark trunks, Zale in the purple trunks. The referee is Paul Cavalier. Rocky was down in the first round. Let's see how he does now. He's defending his title. Rocky comes in with a wild left that barely reaches the jaw of Tony Zale. Zale calmly drives the right hand to the head. Zale feints the left hand. Rocky coming in on him out of a half crouch, sticks out a left that's short of the mark. Graziano drives the left hand to the jaw. It gets in there. Zale goes into a crouch, gets away from the left. His own left is short. Graziano drives to the right to the body. He takes a left and a right to the jaw by Zale. Graziano is short with the left hand. Zale drives the right to the body. Rocky hooks his own left hand to the jaw. A light jab on the nose by Tony Zale. Graziano out of a half crouch. He bobs and weaves a lot. He comes in there with a lead right hand to the jaw, another right to the jaw by Graziano. Zale sticks out a left that's short. Another jab by Zale is short of the mark. Graziano sticks out a left hand. It also is short. Graziano out of a half crouch, gets away from a pecking left, takes a left hook on the jaw by Zale. Graziano feinting the left hand, sticks out a left that's short. Another is short of the mark. Zale backing away, puts a light jab on the chin, takes a hard left jab to the jaw thrown by Graziano. Graziano takes a light jab on the nose. Zale biding his time, backs away, takes a grazing right to the chin, counters with a left that's blocked, and Graziano hooks the left hand to the jaw that may have hurt Zale. Graziano out of a half crouch, gets away from 3 left leads by Tony Zale. Graziano ducks another left hand, sticks out a left that's short, hooks the left hand to the jaw of Zale. Zale feints the left hand, gets away from a light left thrown at his body by Graziano. Graziano a hard jab on the chin, drives Zale back a little bit. Graziano is the aggressor here in round 2. After being hurt in round 1, he takes a left and a right to the jaw. Graziano comes back with a short right to the jaw. That was a very hard punch. Zale comes in with a sizzling right to the jaw, a right to the body, a left hook to the head by Zale, and Graziano drives him back with 2 right hands to the head, and Zale goes in and holds on for a moment. The referee is Paul Cavalier. Zale drives the right to the body, a right to the jaw, putting Graziano on the ropes again. Graziano comes off the ropes, runs into a right to the jaw by Graziano in his best rally of the fight so far. He puts another left hook to the jaw. He's evening things up here in round 2. A right to the jaw by Graziano, and then he misses a right and a left. Scores with another right to the jaw of Zale. Zale dances up and down, takes the right to the body. His left hand to the body is blocked by Graziano. And again, the referee gets them apart. It's round 2. Zale, biding his time, comes in with a hard left hook to the jaw of Graziano at the bell. Round 3 of a sensational fight, a replica of their 2 previous fights. Graziano a hard right hand to the body of Zale. Zale biding his time again. Gets away from the right. Drives the right to the body. A hard left hook to the jaw that may have hurt Graziano. Graziano is driven back and he's wobbly from a left hook to the jaw. And Zale is on him with a flurry of punches. Another left hook to the jaw, and Graziano almost goes down but doesn't. He takes a right to the body. A left hook to the jaw. Again, Graziano is staggered, and I don't know what's holding him up. He takes the right hand to the body. Zale drives the right hand that grazes the chin. Graziano comes back, fights gamely, but goes down from 2 left hooks on the jaw. And he's taking the count from referee Paul Cavalier. A very wobbly young man. Zale coming after him again, trying for knockout. Drives a right to the body, a right and a left to the jaw. A left hook to the jaw, right uppercut on the mouth by Zale. A right to the body, a left hook to the jaw by Zale again. And Graziano is thrown on the canvas. And the count is 5, 6, 7, 8. He's not going to make it. 9, 10. He is knocked out. Championship of the world. The first middleweight to do that since Stanley Ketcher.
We're learning more details tonight about a nationwide burglary ring that targeted artworks and sports memorabilia. Federal investigators say that ring operated out of Lackawanna County, and 9 people are facing charges tonight.
Eyewitness News first reported details of that alleged theft ring this morning on a live stream on PAHomepage.com. 2822 Eyewitness News I-Team reporter Andy Mahalchik has been working the story, and he joins us live in Scranton with the latest. Andy?
And quite the story it is. Good evening, Nick and Kenneth. Federal investigators tell me that this ring that was based in Lackawanna County, and we must point out, according to arrest papers, all 9 suspects live in Lackawanna County. They would allegedly target sites like museums around the country and returned to northeastern Pennsylvania. And tonight, one of the alleged ringleaders is a fugitive from the law.
These 9 individuals were involved in a nationwide theft, conspiracy, and theft ring that existed for over 20 years.
Federal, state, and local law enforcement came together Thursday at the federal courthouse in Scranton to talk about breaking up that alleged burglary operation.
The defendants conspired, surveilled, and broke into museums, halls of fame, businesses, and other places in order to steal artwork, priceless memorabilia, jewelry, and other items of significant value.
The Everhart Museum in Scranton was broken into in 2005. 2 artworks were stolen, including a silkscreen entitled Le Grand Passion by Andy Warhol. And in 2011, 11 trophies, including 4 awarded to Art Wall Jr., were stolen from the Scranton Country Club in Clark Summit. Also on that list, 9 World Series rings, 7 championship rings, and 2 MVP plaques awarded to Yankee great Yogi Berra, valued at over $1 million.
Remarkably, after many of these thefts, the defendants would bring the items back to northeastern Pennsylvania, melt them down, and sell the melted down pieces for fractions of the full and fair market value of the items.
Charles Barber is interim director of the Everhart Museum.
It is just such a terrible loss. Those kind of items are irreplaceable.
Ted Zale was also here, along with his daughter, Haley. 2 championship boxing belts awarded to his uncle, Tony, were stolen from the International Boxing Hall of Fame in New York State.
You know, it's a tragedy, absolute tragedy. What these men did to earn those belts and then to have them burnt down like these idiots did is just incredible part of history.
8 of the 9 people allegedly involved in this burglary ring have been in contact with federal investigators. A 9th person, 53-year-old Nicholas Dombeck from Thornhurst, remains a fugitive.